Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, it's a little late, but I wanted to show you guys what we got done actually outside today while we go and take the dogs out. So guys, one thing we did get done is we got a whole bunch of the cap lights for around the fence, which look really cool when that light is actually off. And the dogs are stalking each other right now, and now I'm gonna chase each other. We got them new bark collars today, so that's why you guys won't be hearing them bark, just growling and fighting at each other. These two we already had, but we got the other ones, which they were on sale 2-pack for $10. So we ended up getting 5 packs actually. We had a $20 rebate from Menards, so we only paid 30 bucks for them, which was really nice. And back behind the garage, guys, which I'll have to see how well my camera picks this up in low light, but we ended up actually, see, these look really cool back here. We got which kind of just looks like a black abyss right now. We got the black, what's it called, the black rolly stuff that you put down, what's it called, like the plastic. And we're going to put pea gravel down. Most likely next weekend we're going to get it. It is also on sale at Menards, but we're going to get that, and it's going to go here. And then what we're going to do is move the greenhouse actually behind the garage, but far enough out that we can still put potted plants around all of here. Bliss is obviously investigating. And we're also going to move the, what's it called, the composter, and actually do that, I think, in this spot. And Bliss is going to the bathroom right now. So like I said, guys, my camera's kind of picking it up while in low light, but those lights look really cool out here. We skipped like just about every post except for in this corner. It got a little weird, so it skips 2 posts. We skipped all the corners, but this one was weird because it was like a post too short, but this side ended up actually working perfectly where it's every other one, and we didn't do the corners. And then down here it frames this gate with the 2 there, so it actually looks really cute and really cool. And they kind of just let out enough light where it is like it illuminates the fence just a little bit, which, like I said, is kind of cool. So I also got one of those on the other side of that bird feeder, one of those suets, whatever they're called, for like the birds as well. So yeah, guys, and then also too, our garden out here is looking kind of nice. Some stuff is blooming. I did take pictures today on my phone, so I'll share those with you guys too, but I thought I'd update you guys. This back here, we had to level the entire thing out because if you guys can kind of see, we had a tree here and it was raised. We had to level a lot back behind the garage, make it all like even and everything. We still have a lot more to do over here leveling, but back behind the garage was really, really good. And like I said, we'll move that greenhouse. I think we're gonna move it tomorrow and get the pea gravel next week. So come on, Bliss, Jack is calling you to come in. There's also a lot of stuff back there, like we had what's it called, this stuff. Jack actually broke this huge thing that was down from in the backyard. So Jack was actually going with the pickaxe today to break down that stump that I was showing you guys. And then what's it called, I took down the there was old fencing that we were using as like a trellis in like 2 places back by our old vegetable garden kind of like thing, and so we were using old fencing, and so we ended up actually, my dad had put like screws in there and stuff like that. In order to get rid of it, we wanted to make sure that all of the screws and nails were taken out, so that's what I ended up doing like at the beginning. Then I helped kind of like level out because we only had 2 shovels, so my dad and Matthew were going at the like digging up and breaking up all the soil and everything that was underneath that we had to put the plastic on top of, and also too so we could level it out. So then we ended up what's it called, after that they were doing that, I was taking the hoe and breaking up the chunks that they were digging up, and then we ended up getting out all the extra grass out of there too, and we took like a rake and like leveled the whole thing. So it's still a little bit uneven in some parts and like a little like ditchy and like kind of hilly and stuff like that back there in some places, but once we get the pea gravel, you guys see Charlie's eyes, once we get the pea gravel, it will like level itself out pretty much. But we wanted to do that because that spot is just been overrun with weeds for forever. It used to be an alley, so it was really like rocky, and it's really hard to like, yeah, it's just really hard soil to work back behind the garage. And so we were gonna like maybe try and put a flower bed down, but I was even trying to think too, I was like, honestly, if we tried to do it, it would just wind up like with weeds all the time. Even if we ended up putting plastic down and stuff like that, like it still wind up being probably a pretty big mess. So this is gonna work out better too, because I think I was telling you guys that greenhouse is kind of nice like in the backyard, but it's kind of also an eyesore, and I think behind the garage will look really cool. Like it'll have its own kind of home, and you know, it's kind of a different atmosphere back there then, because we're not gonna have the grass. We're gonna do, like I said, potted plants, either like just different types of plants that can be planted in pots and be outside, like that can be either, I don't really know, do you plant a lot of annuals and like plants? I mean, we could obviously do perennials, but then my mom was even saying too, we could do like tomato, like tomatoes back there in pots and stuff like that, so that those type of things don't have to then be in our vegetable garden. We can use this for like other stuff. So really, like we could even do some fruits, maybe not necessarily all fruits, but probably a lot more vegetables back there, extras too, in addition to what we already are growing in our vegetable gardens. So we've got like a lot of stuff, guys. I am like so happy, and like everything we've been able to get done so far, like this is just crazy. So that is like the next step, is just getting that pea gravel and putting it down, and then we'll pretty much be done behind the garage. I mean, like I said, eventually potted plants and all that kind of stuff, but at least like the bare minimum is kind of done. The next project, which we have to like kind of financially plan for, I guess, which wouldn't be a whole lot of money, but is to do pavers. We're gonna do a patio where our old part of our deck used to be, which is like the little triangle area between our driveway. I was showing you guys where the short fence is, between that and the deck. We're gonna do like a patio, and we're actually gonna have it come out, and then out in front of the deck we're going to have our we're gonna probably get like a new table and chair set, one that we can do with an umbrella, so we can open it up and you can like sit out there and stuff like that, and we can hopefully have like a really nice like outdoor space. But that patio on that part is probably like the first thing that we really want to get done before anything else, just because that too is kind of a little overrun, and it has been a while since like anything's been worked there. So and there's really no grasses taking to that spot really well, because we used to have plastic down there, because we used to have like a flower garden and stuff like that, and so long story short, guys, it is just, we don't have a lot of grasses growing there. It's mainly weeds, and it's kind of hard to again maintain. We also had part of the dog kind of run area when we didn't have the fence, so it's been very neglected over there. So it would probably just work best for what we were going to do is like a serenity garden, but then we're probably going to do that more towards the back where that greenhouse is now, I think, or like something kind of like that. We're going to do like flower beds probably around and behind like most of the yard. But that, like I said, the patio, like we're gonna need to get the pavers for it. They did have some on sale at Menards this week, which we were going to take a look at and just like see like how we could possibly transport them, if we were going to get them delivered and stuff like that. The only problem is that they didn't have any in stock left. So I don't know, maybe we could like get a different kind or something like that, but they were only 25 cents each, which was like crazy good price. And they were like good, like normal size bricks, I think, kind of, sort of, but more like patio pavers. And so that's what we were gonna do, and like I said, it ended up turning out that we went there and they didn't have any in stock outside. They did have like a spot for them inside, but they were completely gone, which made me think like they were completely out of stock, so they weren't even like displaying them or anything. So yeah, that's what we figured out. So we were just like, let's just go with getting the lights this week. We had actually all the plastic to lay down, and we ended up getting actually a box of the like what's it called, like the garden stake kind of things, and realized that we had a ton out in the garage. So we are actually going to return the ones that we got from Menards. I think it was like a $5 or $6 box. But we're going to return those since we still actually ended up having a few extras. I think maybe like a set of 5 or 10 or something like that left over from what we already had. So we were like, let's just return these because we don't need them. We still have extras and really nothing else that we need to use them for. So like I said, it's like, I'm really excited, guys. We're like really close to having back behind the garage done, and that was probably the worst entire area of the entire backyard for the last like probably almost a decade. Like, it's been really bad back there. We've had super overgrown trees, we've had insanely tall weeds back there. Me and Matthew and Jack pretty much last year tamed the entire thing, but then we tried to grow some grass back there, and we're like, maybe we'll just try and do grass and like flower beds and stuff like that back there. And again, the grass wasn't taking too well. There was still a lot of weeds that were coming back, and you know, we probably could have ended up getting it to work out and everything like that, but we were just like, let's just do this because the greenhouse will probably look better back there. It'll work better. The space will be better for it back there. And we just, like I said, decided on this pretty much last week, and then we got almost all of it done this week. We just, like I said, we have to move the greenhouse, which we're going to do tomorrow, that and the composter, and then we are going to what's it called, we're going to get the pea gravel next week, and then probably spread it next week and everything like that, which will be 4th of July weekend. So I think 4th of July is on like Thursday. I don't know, me and Jack are babysitting next week, kind of thinking that it will maybe be the same as this week, but we did Monday through Wednesday and then also Friday, so not on Thursday or the weekends. But we're not babysitting on the weekends. It'd be whatever day during the week, but I think maybe it would be not on Thursday, which would be nice because it is 4th of July, but I'm not sure, like I said, what the schedule is looking like. If not, it would only be like until like 4 o'clock, so like fireworks and like dinner and stuff like that wouldn't really be, like, we'd still do like our normal family kind of stuff like we do on 4th of July. But like I said, guys, I am like super excited because we can do bonfires back in the backyard. Like, you know, we can do like all this kind of stuff that, like, you know, just over the entire weekend, like grilling and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm looking forward to. The only thing is, like, we actually went to Dairy Queen today and got ice cream, and me and my dad and Jack were all sitting outside, and then my mom ended up coming out later. But we were sitting on the porch, and we were like, the space doesn't work because right now the grill is completely obstructing our view of the backyard from like anywhere that you pretty much sit. Like where the grill is like you can't see over it. It's like right at eye level to like look into the yard, and so it's kind of, like I said, like we wanted to put that on the grilling porch, or like the patio, do it more like a grilling patio or something like that. So that's kind of our plan right now, guys. Like I said, I'm like really looking forward to like all this, like especially next summer, because I feel like we'll have a lot of progress made on like literally everything. Like I said, with the pavers and the patio and like all that kind of stuff, like we'll be able to get things like, you know, done and put together. Most of the patio section should be done too also next year, or maybe we can even get to most of it this year, you know. Like I just feel like next year we're gonna have like a lot of it done. And it stunk too because up until this week we have had really bad weather, and it's finally like, you know, good weather and stuff like that. It was so incredibly hot out today, but like it's still, now that we have like good hot weather, I feel like, and it's not like super cold and like just gross and like wet out and stuff like that, raining every day, although it has been raining a lot, even this week too, but you know, it's not like 60s and raining, which is like nobody wants to be outside when it's like that, or even 70s too. But like now that it's like hot out, it's a little bit better at least to do yard work in, I feel like, than then it being cold and raining. I mean, just the gross part of like nobody wants to be outside because you getting all muddy and stuff like that. I mean, like, we were dirty today from like being out in the dirt and stuff like that, but we weren't like muddy, and like there wasn't like mud all over like shoes and stuff like that, although I did wear my boots outside. So my legs were even hotter because my feet were sweating inside of my boots. But yeah, guys, it was a hot day out, and like I said, we had to take several breaks during the day too because it was pretty nasty out. But I feel like we finally have that nice hot summer weather finally, which is what I'm used to, and like used to actually working in this kind of weather instead of it being, you know, so cold and everything. But I feel like, you know, by next year we should have a lot of like the backyard, the envision plan and everything like that done, and so it should finally be like, you know, we can actually sit outside, and we'll have, you know, hopefully outdoor furniture we can sit on outside more than just like our 2 chairs and our swing that we have. You know, that's literally it. And so we can have that stuff and like enjoy and like read books outside, and like, you know, actually eat outside and like cook outside, and, you know, just spend the entire day outside, and like, you know, just I want that. And so now it seems like it's finally becoming a thing, which is so cool. So anyways though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.